Yes, good morning once again and welcome to today's call. Today we are going to talk about an indicator. An indicator, and this is not any other indicator apart from the Stochastic RSI. Like, I did a video and it is already on our channel, the Crypto Independent, but some of you didn't understand like how you do it to make a clear entry point. So today I'm trying to bring it into simple understandings. I hope you can now see my screen. So just quick presentation and learn, because this will be the last video I'm doing about the Stochastic RSI. And with the Stochastic RSI, I told you that you can use it with a vertical line, And where do you draw a vertical line? A vertical line is drawn on those points where the signal line crosses the average line. I told you that this blue line is what we call a signal line, and the brown line is what we call the average line. So if you are to draw a vertical line, you draw it at this point here, where the signal line made a golden cross, crossing above the average line. And how are you going to use that vertical line? Because we are trading history. The skills we have, we learned them from the previous trades. Okay, from the previous trades we made. And now, through practice and experience, we are sure of what we are teaching you guys, right? So, when you bring your vertical line and draw it at exactly where this cross happened. Now, after drawing the line, put your focus on this chart here. I hope you all see it, guys, right? Now, focus on the recent history. After drawing your vertical line, focus on the recent history, like this part here. You all see it, right? So, you come and draw your support line first. And where are you going to draw your support? Your support, you are going to draw it focusing on the previous history, the recent previous history. Like, where did the prices go low according to the recent history? And you see it that the prices went lower at that point here. And where did your price went high recently? So you draw there your support 1. Continue, you can draw there your resistance 2, right? So this is resistance 1 and this is resistance 2. You can also have several supports, like you can draw here support, and if you like drawing using the wicks, you can draw here a second support. So let's put it into practicals. You begin by drawing your horizontal line. Now, some of you asked me that where do I get my horizontal line without coming and getting them from the drawing tools? It is simple. Just touch and hold your screen at any point and you will see this dotted line here. You will see the dotted line here. Now drag it to the point where you want to draw your line, like here at the body close and the body opening. You draw there a line. You drag it to another point where you want to draw. Touch on this plus button here, the plus button, then come here. You see, draw horizontal line. Now come where the prices went high in the previous history. Draw there a horizontal line, and again you come and draw here another line. So this line here is a support line, and this is a support line. This is a resistance and this is a resistance. Now let's assume that you've seen this trade at the exact time when the cross has just happened on our stochastic RSI here. So the moment you see that the current price, or let me try to put it into simple terms. The moment you see this blue line here, which is the signal line, is about to cross the average line, then monitor that trade closely. Monitor that trade closely, paying attention to these candles here and the time here. Now let me try to talk about this time here. What does it mean? Like when we come to the recent time, this candle here shows how many minutes are remaining in order this candle to close. Remember, we are in a 1 hour time frame, meaning each candle you see in this chart here takes 1 hour to complete. 1 hour to complete, and this candle here is left with 51 minutes to complete. So if I wanted to monitor this trade here, I would set an alarm that within the next 52 minutes I come and check on this trade here to see what does it show. Where has the candle closed? Is it a perfect time for me to make an entry? Is it a good time for me to make an entry? Oh, I hope I'm trying to create some sense, right? So we go back to our place where we are taking an example here. So I told you guys that don't be too greedy. Don't be too greedy. Take little profits repeatedly. Like here we have two support resistance lines, one which is here and another one here. Meaning, if we are to take smaller profits repeatedly, we enter our trade, take smaller profits at support at resistance 1. We enter again and take profits at resistance 2. Why? Because in most cases, prices may come and touch this resistance 1 and fail to break through, and instead it takes the opposite direction. So for you, a person who set the take profit to be at your resistance 2, you will stay in the market for a longer time and you will be in what we call the floating loss. I hope that is clear. So, how do you enter the trade? The moment this candle here, where you see your vertical line, the moment that candle closes, then it is the right time for you to make your entry point, meaning you will enter at this point here. At that point here, let me draw the white line. Do you see that thin white line? It will be your entry point, and your exit point at first it will be on your resistance 1. So you can bring your price range from that point to your resistance. Right? And it is 0.7%. Now here comes a challenge, because with 0.71 or 0.7%, many of you think that no money is there. But depending on your capital, that small increase can earn you some good money. Yes, while I'm completing this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how your capital helps you within a little rise of the market and you make some good profits. But for now, you can decide to take that as your take profit. Okay? And if you don't want to take that small profit, now you are going to take another step. Which step am I talking about? You draw there a line from your entry point, like that white dotted line. Okay? After drawing that line, come look at your indicator. What does it show? And in which region is it? Like in this case here, at that point, the RSI it is showing you that the signal line is on 21.85, meaning it is just 1 point away from the oversold area, meaning there are still high chances of buyers coming into the market, because this coin here, it is still in this region here under the discount. So the moment you understand this, that still buyers are going to come into the market, you can now take your profit to the next resistance. Okay, so you come and measure from that point to your next resistance, which is at 2.1%. So you can comfortably take at 2%. Depending, not forgetting the time frame you are in. Now we are in a 1 hour time frame, meaning we don't expect you to exceed more than 2.5. So a 2% is good. So you go, enter your trade, set at 2%. And of course, it will deliver. But where do you get your resistance and the support lines? here on the previous history. Mark my words, the previous history. While using the vertical line on this stochastic RSI, you have to focus on the most recent highs and lows. On the most recent highs and the lows. Am I trying to create some understanding? The most recent highs. So this is your resistance 1, resistance 2. While using the vertical line, don't go so much into the history. Don't go so much into the history that you are trying to look for your resistance or your support. Focus on the most recent. I hope that is clear, because that's where most of you miss out. Because I know while you've drawn your support and resistance lines, they can help you in the coming future. You just measure and you don't need to draw again the lines. But when it comes to using the vertical line here, remember it is drawn on the real-time indicator, which is the RSI. Meaning things can change within a shorter time. So you have to focus on the most recent history. I hope that is clear, guys. And the moment you find that perfect entry, then you are good to go. Okay? And if you want to add in some indicators like the MACD, you can still use it. Like when it reached this point here, it doesn't show you that it is about to make a death cross, right? These two lines here, the blue line and the brown line, you are seeing that they are kind of walking parallelly, right? No any chance of making a downward trend. But since we are using a real-time indicator, have in mind that prices can change at any point. So don't take huge profits. Take smaller profits repeatedly. Our goal is to win a trade. And we often see or come across bad days. Like I'm trying to call them bad days, when the market is more than rude. So within that period of time, traders who take smaller profits repeatedly win the trades, unlike those who take huge profits, because they end up in floating loss. We are in a time where the market rises like 2%, it drops 7. And it takes long to recover this gap here. It takes long. Meaning, for you who takes huge profits, like you set your 3%, it rose by 2%, it came down. Now, it will take it like 20% to hit your target. Who can count the days within that gap here? Do you see how you are going to stay in floating loss for a longer time? Because you were too greedy? As if you are the one controlling the market. I told you guys, no one controls the market. Not the indicators, not our robot. So you have to focus on winning a trade. No matter how little you win, you are still adding another brick to your building. you are moving forward. You are not in the same place. Even if you make $1, even if it is 0.5, when you do compound it, you'll get to reach your point. Like, guys, you underestimate the little profits. But let me show you again. When let's open this calculator here, because I came across a question that, leader, for me I have only $30 left, because this person registered a few days back and he had only $150. Yeah, it was 150. We subtract the 130, which you all know that 120 is for buying the robot and $10 is for fuel fee. Okay, so we were left with $20. And he asked me that, leader, will I make it with my little capital? I told him that, please stay calm. Please stay calm. Focus more on learning and protecting your small capital. Within a short time, it will grow. If you don't have any capital to add in yet, still do the needful to compound your profits. Like for a person who has started with $20, $20, our signals are set at 3%. Let's take this as a serious example, guys, because many of you are loyal to your jobs, whereby you work 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, and you are dedicated to your job. Why don't you take 1 month, 6 months, 1 year to dedicate it to your business? Like, I'm going to take a short example of if you give this business 1 year of dedication, only 1 year, see how you can make. See how much you can make. Like, you started with $20 as your trading capital, and your trades are 3%, and on duration, let's put there 365 days, and that is a year, right? It is a year. So if we are to calculate, do you see how much you will be having within just 1 year? But look here, guys.
I spent a lot of time hesitating and
look here. With your $20 on your first trade, you will make a profit of as low as $0.60, not even $1. But you are moving ahead, one step ahead. So on your next trade, you will not invest in $20 again. Instead, you will invest in $20 plus the 0.60, giving you a 20.60. So this will be your investment price on your next trade. Do you see? And this will be your profits, 0.62. It is increasing slowly. Remember, every business cannot grow at a hyper speed. It is growing slowly by slowly. And do you see, by the time you make 10 successful trades, you will have $26.10 and you'll be able to earn 0.78. Still less than $1. But since you are focused, you are ready to go on. And guess what? If you do compound your capital within a year, this is your principal or your capital, and this is your gain or your profits. And in total, the capital plus the profits is what you will be seeing on this column here. So, by the moment the year closes, guess what? You'll have $941,000 while you started with only $20. Do you see the power of compounding? Do you see the power of compounding? And let me encourage you people. You are lucky who have started this business within this year, within this period, because this is a bull run year. Trades don't stack in floating loss for a long time. And when they do decide to rise, you can even make a 6% on a daily basis. A 6%, meaning these are 2 successful trades within a day. I hope you guys you can testify by now, because I know a few of you that have been using the knowledge I do provide here, and now they are able to win at least 2 to 3 trades on a daily basis. Now let's take an example of 6%. Remember, our goal on a daily basis was 3%, and you are able to make 6%, meaning you will not take the whole year to earn this. It will be 6 months. Like, if at all in one day you are able to make 2 successful trades, which is a 6%, it will take you only 6 months to achieve this. Now guys, here comes a question. Among all of you, who can't do this? Who can't do this? Like seriously, who can't dedicate themselves to this business? This is an opportunity. I'm telling you, this is an opportunity I've never seen. This is an opportunity I've never seen. But ask yourself a question. Can't you really dedicate yourself? Even if it's a full year. Even if it's a full year. Even if it takes you 2 years. Can't you do it in order to change your life? Can't you do it in order to secure your future? Guys, take this business seriously and do the needful. Learn as much as you can. Don't stop learning, because the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Like, you can still do exist on earth, breathing, eating and drinking, but yet you are dead. The walking dead. Like, let's take this example to be in a business manner. Like, the moment you stop learning about your business, that's the moment your business will fail. So guys, apply the knowledge we do provide you with, because it is free of charge. It is free of charge. That's the only reason why we created this community here, to help you out how you can achieve your success. Because in our community, we are working as a team. We are working as a team. The more happy you are, the more happier I get to be. So the moment you learn anything, please share it with others. Share it with others. Otherwise, I don't want to consume more of your time, because time is money, and the learning is also in the doing, not watching this video. So make sure you put into practice what you've already learned, and from me to you is a nice time. If you have any question or any compliment, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to follow our TikTok page, The Crypto Independent, and as well don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more educational videos. Otherwise, from me to you is a nice time. We meet in the next class.